For many players of Elite Dangerous, the game has always been about exploration. In fact, the two largest community-run events have been about precisely that subject. These events, of course, were Distant Worlds 1 and Distant Worlds 2. The second event attracted around about 12,000 individual players. And like for many other players, for me, these were easily amongst the best moments of the game. Everything you see on the screen right now are from the second Distant Worlds expedition and are very reflective of what the game looked like and how it felt during that time period, circa 2019. Elite Dangerous then has easily been the best space exploration game ever made. Not only is the Milky Way galaxy fully represented here, but it speaks also of a vast unknowable mystery. And just perhaps this connects to a deep part of the human psyche, the desire to see distant lands and unknown skies. History has shown that for some people at least, this is an elemental drive, a force of nature. For some, the need to explore is as fundamental as the need to drink, to sleep, and to eat. In today's world, this isn't easily fulfilled, so when a video game comes along that actually appeals to this niche, then of course it's going to generate a lot of interest. So for a lot of people, me included, exploration has easily been the best aspect of Elite Dangerous. It's a vast, mysterious, perhaps unknowable galaxy that once had a whole ton to discover. A truly beautiful game world then, one of the best. The years of exploration in Elite Dangerous then will always be fondly remembered no matter what. However, it is a game world, which means sooner or later content will dry up. The Galactic Mapping Project. It began in February of 2015, just a few months after the game's release. The goal was to plot out distant points of the galaxy, the unknowable, the mysterious, and in so doing, it evoked the maps of yore. Here be dragons. An idea of what the galaxy could be, of what the galaxy should be. Now, perhaps this is a romanticized vision, but ultimately it does speak to something deep in the heart of an explorer. As time went on, the Galactic Mapping Project evolved into a centralized database of locations, explorations, and mysterious locations, a true resource for all the beautiful places out there in the galaxy. This community-run website then is perhaps among the singular best resources for the budding explorer. In recent times though, the number of player-driven submissions has dwindled. Interaction with the site has declined. And so, in very sad news, the organisers behind the Galactic Mapping Project have announced it's now moving into maintenance mode. This means there will be no further submissions accepted and no future changes. In a recent forum post, Galactic Mapping Project founder and Distant World organiser Eramus explained the following. Please note that from May 1st, 2022, the Galactic Mapping Project will enter maintenance mode. Thus, no new entries submitted after that date will be added to the community maps. We feel as though this project has come to the end of its relevance in Elite Dangerous. The project is 7 years old at the time of this post, and unless there's some radically new content and unique points of interest added to Elite Dangerous by the developers, there remains little incentive to continue the project as it was originally intended. We feel the Galactic Mapping Project, like the Distant Worlds expeditions which were retired last month, are products of their time and have had their day. Of course, this may change depending on where Elite Dangerous goes during the Odyssey season and beyond, and whether the galaxy, which at this point is now old and well travelled, gets an overhaul and an injection of new phenomena, explorable environments, or even new entire regions. Unlikely, but we can live in hope. If that ever happens, and if it reawakens the team's passion once more, then a decision to bring the project out of maintenance mode may be revisited. As a veteran explorer of Elite Dangerous, the entering of maintenance mode for the Galactic Mapping Project, as well as the retiring of the Distant Worlds expedition, really does feel like the end of an era. Of course, exploration as a game mechanic will continue to exist within Elite Dangerous, and many players will no doubt continue to go out there and explore the hidden depths of space. But that said, it is really hard to overstate and overestimate the effect and impact of the Galactic Mapping Project as well as the community-run expeditions. Now, the reason behind this change is completely sound. After all, Elite Dangerous has been running for over 7 years, and for exploration content, that's a long time to expect from any game. And even more to expect from a game that's not getting any exploration content. What you can see on screen right here is footage from the first Distant Worlds expedition. This is perhaps among my fondest memories of the game. Some truly stunning destinations were visited, some of which, like the example on the screen right here, no longer even exist within the game, largely due to changes to the game's planetary tech. Ultimately, whichever way you cut it, this is an end of an era for Elite Dangerous, a pretty big one at that for many people. But none of this is anything to be sad about. If anything, the years of exploration within Elite Dangerous is something to be celebrated. The fact that the community took something that Frontier had created and turned it into something so wonderful, well, that is something to be very, very proud of. It's a time then to look back on in fondness. Today, however, people have their eyes firmly on the future of the game. This Thursday, Frontier will be announcing their plans for the future of Elite Dangerous, giving us some insight, hopefully at least, into what to expect from 2022. In addition to that outline, there should also be information on how the much-desired console-to-PC save transfer will work. Whatever content and game mechanics that Frontier ultimately end up introducing, it seems unlikely at this point that it will favour exploration. Of course, at this point in 2022, it's possible that exploration-focused players comprise of a very small percentage of the player base, an outlier if you will. However, that said, a part of me still feels that exploration content is very much desired. Whatever future Elite Dangerous has, I can't help but feel that it's going to be very different to everything that came before. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.